Um, Welcome everybody to the Layton High School podcast. We're here today with a special guest. We got the Cano brothers. Why don't you
Hello,
guys go ahead
hello.
and introduce yourself.
My name is Coach Roman. I am the COO of Cano Bros Boxing.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michael. I am the CEO of Cano Bros Boxing and co-founder with my brother here. We started this boxing journey just so we can bring it to you guys, and we're happy to be here.
Excited.
Awesome. And then we have two students. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hello, I am Brandon Carrillo. So, ninth grader, high school.
Nice.
Hi, I'm 11th grade.
Nice.
Awesome. So, with this being the first podcast for you guys, let's just go ahead and have you guys just share your experience hearing yourself over the microphone.
Well, I've already had a bit of an experience with the microphone before, since I used to do school announcements back in 8th grade.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really
Yeah.
good. Really
So-
cool.
Though, one thing is, I hate to say it, but I kind of just like my voice on a microphone because it sounds like more squeaky and more childish. But, yeah.
You have a
Okay.
nice voice.
Yeah.
You definitely have a microphone voice.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
good.
It's very smooth and
Yeah.
and inviting.
But
There
I've
you
already
go.
had some experience with the microphone, so.
It shows. How about you?
I listen to music and a song, and I'm a singer.
That's right.
So, do you listen to music with headphones on a lot?
No,
No, you usually play it really loud so everybody can hear it, huh?
yeah,
I love it. And do you like singing a lot as well?
yeah, a lot.
Oh,
Nice,
okay. We're gonna have to
nice.
hear you sing a little bit on the podcast just so we can give everybody a little taste.
The introduction song, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's get it. What do you got?
I need to sing "Let Go."
Let it go.
Nice. All right, give us that nice melody. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit
Let
it.
go, you find anymore. Let go, is the first door.
I love it.
I like it so
love
much.
The
That's so
control.
good. Beautiful. As far as my experience with a microphone and headphones, I think we've been on the radio maybe once or twice, and that's the experience that I have with that at least.
Yeah, well, very similar here. Actually, I was telling a bit of the youngsters around here that get on the microphone. When I first started, I was so shy and nervous, and I would stutter a lot. And it was just part of the learning process. I always tell myself, hey, this is how I get better and better and better. So I have a little of experience, and I'm excited to get some more today. You guys.
Booyah. Practice makes perfect.
It's very true. Very true.
Awesome. So, the next question I'd like to ask you guys is, what do you guys do to help better yourselves?
Ooh,
Great
great
That
questions.
is a great question. Well, one of the things that I like doing is I like to, most of the time, ask my brother if I can possibly, like, hang out with him. Most of the times what he does is either, like, I don't know, takes his dogs out for his walk.
Right.
We go around in the fields, maybe run a bit, like, I don't know. I'd say a rough mile. around there.
Wow. Out here in the fields.
Yeah. So
And you
I,
let the dogs go and you guys run with them?
yeah.
Wow. That's the best way to do it.
I know. The fun part about it is like being at dark because you can like see all the lights and it looks pretty cool. But one thing that you got to make sure that you don't trip because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're running in the dark out there
Yeah.
in the country. Sounds like there's a little bit of risk in there, so I hope you have a flashlight with you, something. But that sounds very fun. So you do that with your brother? Is your older brother?
yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
What is his
Nice.
age?
I think he is 22. If
22?
I'm correct, yes.
Okay, okay.
go.
So not too far, but definitely a few years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And do you feel like your brother gives you some nice brotherly, big brother advice while you guys are out there? He just gives you that right time to do that?
He just lets me run off though.
That's
That-
awesome.
yeah, but he does give me a lot of advice.
That's
as well as
awesome.
he has been taking me out to go to like the gym lately.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty good too.
Nice.
Really cool.
He's been giving me tips and everything.
So you've been
about-
hitting the weights, doing some push-ups and exercises
Yeah.
right in there.
Nice.
You've been feeling it, just kind of making it a different effect in your body.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say, I've seen the improvements in you on the lightness on your feet while you were in class and the way you're throwing punches and the way you're thinking about the next step. So, yeah, it definitely shows, man. Good work.
Was
Thank
that the
you.
beginning of your, I would say, starting working exercising, or have you worked out in the past?
Well, I don't like work out that regularly, but every so once in a while, like if I want to de-stress or do something like
Right.
interesting, I just kind of ask my brother to see if he's got anything for me.
And you feel that, or you've noticed that working out helps you relieve stress? What is that like for you?
Well, I just focus more on like what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing push-ups, I like focus one more rep, and then until I give out.
That's a
champ.
Or if I'm running, I just keep on running until I'm out of breath. Obviously, I carry water, so I'll just take a break there.
Wow.
Then I'll keep on
Champion.
focus on more running. So overall, it just clears my mind and makes me focus on more.
Daniel the champion. That's what
Nice.
I'm talking about.
And do you find it, I would say, maybe discouraging or encouraging, or what is the feeling that you feel after your workout? And what you do is actually called training to failure. That is a great way of doing training. That was actually the way that we were also brought up, was train until you just can't go anymore, like push-ups until you just can't do it anymore. And some people don't want to do that, but what has your experience been in pushing yourself to failure versus like a lighter workout?
Well, overall, it really makes you kind of discouraged a bit to like push yourself to failure because you feel weaker and then you just don't want to work out anymore. But the more you push yourself, the more regular it gets. So you push yourself even harder to the point where it's like always maxing out, and that makes you go even further. So
And do you find yourself progressing in what you're able to do from the last time that you did it?
oh yeah.
That's great.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
the best. That's the best.
I would love to ask Mia. Mia, what do you do to de-stress or to improve your life? What do you do?
I touch scene and I clean my room
There you go.
and I clean everything in my room. I cuddle, music, Pandora,
Okay. Okay.
and I like Netflix, I Disney Plus, and I watch nothing.
What do you watch on Netflix?
I don't know, Power Rangers,
Okay. Okay. You said that you like to listen to music. What's your favorite type of music you listen to?
BTS,
BTS? Oh man, my kid loves BTS. Who's your favorite singer?
Tucker and V.
There you go. Envy's the dude. That's the guy right there.
I noticed something you said, Mia. You said that you clean your room and that's something you do to kind of relieve your stress. Do you feel like you're less stressed after you clean your room?
Yes, I clean everything, and I make my bed, and everything. I clean my closet.
There you go.
Do you know why you feel better after you clean it? Is there something about that you like that clean? Do you like the process of cleaning, or do you like the afterwards that you see that it is clean?
Not clean, but today I didn't clean today.
You did not clean today?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, you're gonna do
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
I can tell you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up, I've noticed also in myself, very similar, is cleaning. It is somewhat of a therapeutic, almost like an exercise or activity. But the big part is afterwards, once you have everything clean. It's a beautiful way to just, I would say, enjoy your day. I've even heard other people say, every day I start my day making my bed, because if nothing else, I know I started my day succeeding and at least making my bed. I started my day off proper. So it's really awesome that you clean and you sing and you you enjoy it.
And I keep more dancing, and I get music singer. My voice is good. I like it. So I like boxing a lot, and then a jab, hook, uppercut, and everything I get. And I get more dancing. Good. So thank you too much.
Well, that makes us very happy to hear that boxing makes you happy. That's what we're trying to do. Is just trying to give boxing to the next generation after that, so you guys can all enjoy what the sport brings.
I like sports. I like football. I like Fernando's team.
Let's go, Mia. Let's see the guns. I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff.
And what about yourself, Roman? What do you like to do what do you do for yourself, or how do you just keep yourself in balance?
So what I like to do is I like to go home. I like to play with my babies. I got a 13-year-old. I got a 3, 2, 1-year-old, and all I want to do is play with my babies. I go home. I'll have a little bit of dinner. I'll play the airplane game with my kids, trying to get them to eat their broccoli or their carrots or whatever it might be. And just watching them smile and laugh, that's how I de-stress. I might have a long day, but you hate me, yeah. The kids have a great time with it, so I have a great time with it. My babies, they're my biggest de-stressor.
What's your guys' favorite football team?
I am a Niner fan, but don't ask me what.
Me too.
Don't ask me who's on the team because I haven't paid attention enough this season. So.
I am an LA Rams fan in football.
Ooh, I unfortunately don't watch too many sports,
That's okay.
but maybe the Chiefs.
Okay.
Possibly so.
All right.
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas
no,
Cowboys.
wait.
Coach
What were you? What's your team?
A Saints fan.
Saints fan. Okay.
You're
All
my
right.
friends, that's all I'm saying.
Go My aunt is a Cowboys fan.
Packers.
And my grandpa goes to the same Bulldogs.
Would you guys like to introduce yourself, Coach Eric?
Yeah, hi. I just speak into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Coach Erica. I have been an assistant coach at Layton High for the last about 6 months. I love what I do, and my goal is to bring a bigger presence in female boxing when we come out to the schools. So it's one of my personal goals. I'm very proud to have Destiny and Emily here today with us and tuning in. So thank you.
Awesome. Emily, Destiny, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Destiny, and I do Cano boxing. That's my favorite thing to do. With my coach Eric.
Oh.
There we go. Love it. And this is your first time doing boxing with Coach Erica?
Most likely, yeah.
I tried to convince her for 2 semesters now, so today was her first day and she loved it. Right? She loved it.
So today was your first day doing boxing?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, what was your experience as far as your first day?
My experience is like they try to keep you in shape and help you a lot on the punches and stuff.
Did you punch any of the pads at all?
Yeah.
Okay, how did that make you feel when you are punching it?
Good to get all my anger out.
Right? Yeah.
Like say that somebody wants to fight and then now I know how to fight back.
Right, but the big thing is that you know how to relieve the stress of wanting to fight. Like if I want to fight, like there's times where, say I'm angry, I just want to punch something. Instead of going in getting into a fight, what I end up doing is I go hit the punching bag, and I imagine to my face like, that person that's making me angry, and I hit that bag, and then I release it, and then after that I'm like, I guess I'm not mad at that person anymore. I just kind of feel a little bit better. So do you find that you're able to release that stress in a similar way, hitting the mitts and the paddles,
Yeah.
and work with the coaches? Awesome. And what about yourself? It was
Myself was like,
Oh, introduce yourself, Emily.
Yes.
okay, my name is Emily Vega, and I used to do boxing in Bermuda High School. It went good, but I got in a lot of fights, so it's not good. And yeah, but I like it here because I'm learning different things, and I have good friends, 3 best friends that
Awesome.
that trust me and love me. And I have my family I love so much, and I try my best at school and show them that I could prove to them that this future is a lot of things to do
Right.
and changes. And I like it too because I'm learning how to box, and I for coach Erica, she's helping me out how to like punch and everything. I like it because it keeps you not sleepy, but it keeps you busy, like on tests. Like I gotta do this, I'm gonna do this, and then when you come class or something, you're already focused, like in your work and everything.
Yeah.
That's
And that's what I
awesome.
like.
That's
And I
awesome.
work too. I work in a farm with my dad. I do cows, but now my dad left me, so now I stay by myself with my brothers.
You are such a busy young lady and a tough young lady. I'll tell you that. How long have you been doing boxing? Or been doing with Coach Erica?
Yeah, it's my 3rd time.
Third
Yeah.
class. And do you see yourself learning more?
Yeah, learning more, but I mean, I try my best. Either way, if I give up, but I still trying my best.
Yes.
And that's the big part.
That matters.
That's the big part.
And
Yeah.
like how my brothers told me, nothing in this world is easy, so you gotta change it and you gotta focus on you. So that's what I
Right.
do.
And it sounds like you use this boxing training and the the perseverance it's giving you and like the energy it's giving you. Sounds like you use that as really dedication in your own personal life as well.
I like it because it keeps me busy, and like I used to like sometimes when I'm nervous or something, I touch something like I'll be like, I'm nervous today. I want a good day. If I'm being bad, I'll be like, have a bad day. I'm gonna try to fix it, try to get my effort there, and try my best. Cause I went through a lot of stuff, but now all the way in the past, now I feel better. Now I feel focused on me, focus on my family, focus more on my dad, my family, and then have my baby niece. I take care, I babysit. I drive already. I do a lot of things, grown up stuff.
That's
my dad has
awesome.
me prepared for everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That is really awesome.
Yeah, and I cook too, and I clean.
And cook and clean.
When I'm busy, like I'm not doing nothing, I just cook, clean, call my friends, be like, oh, you guys wanna come over? And they'll be like, maybe, we don't know.
You feed your friends?
No, sometimes, but they haven't been to my house, but I've been telling them to go off into my house.
Okay.
But I like it because sometimes when I'm like, when I have a bad day, I'll be like, I'm listening to some music, so I turn on my speaker and I just clean and just do whatever I could do. The best try, never in this life give up in anything because your changes will come to you.
That's right. That's right. That's great.
I love that.
It sounds like you matured and you've even through your life, life obstacles and your life journey that you've actually became in control of your life. Like you're not letting life happen to you. You are in control of your day. You're in control of your attitude. You're in control of your emotions. And you know if your emotions aren't right, you know how to fix it. And that is a very mature thing to do. That's an awesome thing to do. I can tell, and I hope that you stay with boxing so it can keep teaching that perseverance, that diligence, that hard work, that if you stay consistent, it does pay off. It may not happen immediately in right there, but time after day, week after week, if you stay consistent at it, it does pay off. And I can see that you are recognizing that, and I hope you stay with it because it sounds like you have a very bright future, and I'm excited for you.
Goals, I promised to my brothers, my goal was come after school every day and do my work and have good grades. And I have good grades right now. I have A's and B's, and that's
Awesome.
part of me. So and then my other goal was like no fight at school, don't start drama, just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just focusing on it more because I used to get in a lot of fights, but now I realize that I'm so behind at school, so I had to bring up those grades for I could do my gradation.
That's awesome. Well, such a positive change. I do want to touch on something. You stated that you used to fight previously, and it doesn't sound like it was in the ring. It sounds like it was out and about. And I'm sure you got in plenty of trouble through this. Now, when you were joining boxing, were people concerned that it's going to teach you how to be another fighter and you're going to become worse of a fighter out in the streets? Or what was that like for you joining boxing and maybe other people being concerned about you learning boxing?
It's not teaching me how to fight. It's not teaching me how to do that. But I mean, boxing teaches me how to like be respectful, be nice, and be a good leader to your teammates and help out. So boxing for me is not about just fighting. It's about like you're having like bad issues. Like you want to fight, you want to punch and everything. But it's gonna take, like how my family told me, that's why you need boxing, because you like fighting a lot and you gotta do it. And I'm like, oh, and that's why my sister-in-law works here, so she signed me up.
That's awesome.
And she signed me up for a drama class too because I needed to.
That's awesome.
My family, I don't know, but they tried the best they could try. I have my only brothers right now. I could count on my dad, but my dad left me already, so right now he barely left. He's out of country. He's already all the way to Texas. So now I'm staying by myself, and I'm taking care of myself because I know I could change that.
Well, that's right.
And I could tell my dad that he has a good trust on me right now. I'm his only baby girl, but I mean, I listen, I pay attention, and sometimes I'll be like, sometimes it's hard for me because I start screaming, I start saying stuff. But I mean, I gotta stop with that because my family been telling me, don't be screaming, don't be giving us bad attitude, just listen. Because listening is good for you, Emily. Because later on when you grow up, you're gonna know what you did. I'm like, yeah, I know I made mistakes too. Everybody makes mistakes in this world. Nobody's perfect.
Everybody makes mistakes. It's totally part of learning and
Yeah.
growing. So I'm very proud of you.
And I talk a lot. I like talking a lot.
That's good.
All my family talks a lot. Yeah.
It's fine.
That is more than fine.
And the good thing I'm speaking right here because I actually could say anything. Yeah, that's what I like. But I right now I could say I prove in it. I like boxing. I love all the coaches from boxing because they're teaching me how to box good. And I'm excited to keep on trying my best and don't give up in boxing.
Well, you know you're in control of your life,
Yeah.
and you're doing the right actions. And
Sometimes I
stay
don't.
consistent.
Sometimes they know I don't show up because I'm like busy helping out and everything.
Yeah,
You know.
you gotta handle business.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
you
do my
gotta-
homework. I gotta do this before I want to do something that I really like to do.
Exactly. Well, you got a great head on your shoulders. I know you're gonna do great. Just
Yeah.
keep it up. Don't stop. Stay proud of yourself. If you don't know anything else, you know that we're proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
I appreciate that.
Awesome. Everybody
Hey, your destiny, your name.
Okay. You guys hear me?
Yes.
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
this mic.
You can't hear that one?
This mic is
Yeah, that mic is off, I think. It just turned off recently.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, Blake. Have a seat right here.
Come on in, come on
Are
in.
we still doing the practice run, or are we ready to jump in?
We don't gotta talk anymore.
It's
we've been
live.
going.
We're
Live.
in it.
I told you,
like
it's simple work. And we have another boxer jumping into our podcast. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Blake Alford, and I'm a part of Cano Bros Boxing.
Awesome. Blake, well, I'm sorry to cut you off. When did you join boxing?
I think I joined it. It's been almost over 2 months now.
Wow.
It's been over 2 months
Okay.
now. It's been a great experience. that's for
Okay.
sure.
What was it like starting boxing? Oh, well, let's ask you this. What was it like when you seen the boxing class was open? Were you anxious to join? Were you kind of nervous? What was your experience in once you seen boxing was available and then getting started and getting your first class going?
So actually, I got started in boxing in middle school when they came over to our middle school, and then I was pretty anxious because I was green. I didn't really know what I was doing, but then once I started, after the first day, I fell in love with it. Like learning all the basic punches and stuff. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Have you seen boxing translate or maybe help you in your outside life, outside of the boxing?
Oh yes, of course. Since I did boxing, I felt like a lot more relieved. I felt letting out that stress, and it helped me with my school. Helped me with learning in class. I felt better able to focus, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Blake.
Do you know why you were able to better focus? You know, what was it about that really kind of helped you? You know, boxing. What was it that boxing was able to help you outside of boxing class? Really help you in school? What was that?
I think whenever I let out, whenever I was physically tired, it helped my mind concentrate more, I guess.
That's right.
It helped me concentrate better when that was all I could focus on was learning.
That's awesome.
Kind of sounds like you used boxing to unpack the stress that you were dealing with, and it helped you focus just in regular school days and your regular life. That's what it sounds like to me. Is that about right, Blake?
Yes, that's about right.
That's awesome, man. Great stuff. And that's what we hope that boxing can do for you guys, really, is that it really helped me and my brother, just speaking a little bit on where we came from, is that we were those students. We were those students in school that really struggled to focus, get good grades, and to stay out of trouble. And then our Coach Pete, you can look him up on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you guys are at. Coach Pete said so. He inspired us to do more with this energy that we had. He inspired us to be better individuals and better citizens of our town through the sport of boxing. And what it did is that I think Michael says it best. It tames the wild, it strengthens the weak, and it what is it?
It humbles the wild. It strengthens the weak, and it gives confidence to the shy. And that's
Yes.
just something boxing naturally does.
And just watching you guys here and now, speaking up and smiling and being confident the way you guys are right now, we can see that we're touching on those things, and that's what we're so happy to be here doing today, is showing that it's possible through the sport of boxing. We can definitely see the improvements in all of you guys, and we wanted to not only show our appreciation, but thank you guys so much for coming out here and being confident enough to go ahead and speak during this podcast today. Really, guys are awesome. You guys give yourselves a big pat on the back for that.
That's awesome.
Boom,
That's
boom,
awesome.
boom.
One thing I do want to ask, one thing I've noticed about my own boxing journey is I met a lot of new people. And in the boxing world, after you train so hard, you sweat together, you go through the pain together, sometimes you're crying together, sometimes, you go through all those pains and struggles together for such a time period that we become very close. Have you found yourself meeting any new people, or maybe building a relationship with somebody that you slightly knew out in the halls, but once you guys started doing class together, you guys started building a relationship, like a friendship? Have you guys noticed anything of that nature? Could you tell me a little bit about that? There you go. She's getting.
This
the
is
microphone.
Destiny speaking, everybody.
So, because there was this new kid that came to the school, and I really liked him as a friend. And so, like into 2 weeks, I asked him to do a dance at Sadie's, and so he said yes, and then we went, and then we just listened, ate some food, ate dinner, and then listened, and then just had fun outside. It was like okay, because I didn't know him at first, and then I got to know him, and it was like he got my grandpa's number, and so we texted back and forth, and so that's how it went.
That's awesome.
So it sounds like you started a new friendship,
Yeah.
and then boxing helped you gain that confidence to do
and
that.
then he didn't know about boxing, so I took him to boxing one class, and then he started baseball, and then I started softball, and so he's like, well, I won't be able to go to boxing. I was like, well, yeah, you be able to, because your baseball practice starts at 3:30, and the Cano boxing starts at 1:30. And he was like, well, true, and I was like, just go with me just today, and that's it. And he's like, okay, fine. And so he went. He's like, well, when baseball starts, then I can't. And so now baseball started, so now he's at the game right now, playing.
But we'll probably see him back. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Good.
If I talk to him and tell him that to come back, he will.
Nice. How about you, Daniel? Have you created any new friendships while training with boxing?
Well, maybe. I mean, if I'm talking about my friend here, Blake, we grew up a lot since maybe first grade, kindergarten. That's all childhood backstories, though. So yeah. But from boxing wise, I feel like him and I have grown since we both joined the boxing class back in the middle school, and we've stayed in there throughout there, and we struggled through. So we've just kind of been there, both of us, through both of the classes. And overall, I feel like having a friend at my side, along with the coach's help as well, is ultimately a lot better.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you feel like your friendship has even strengthened through boxing, and why would you say that is? Is it just because we're spending more time together, or do you feel like part of the struggle of doing the exercises, doing the training, learning it, somewhat failing and getting better, and then you guys seeing each other get better? Do you guys ever are outside of class talk about boxing?
Yeah, we find ourselves talking about boxing sometimes, every now and then.
That's awesome.
We talk about the combos possibly. We talk about what could we do better. And overall, it just helps us in many ways.
That's awesome. Have you guys ever done any training outside or any exercise? I know when I was training and barely getting into it, my brother, did boxing actually before me. And when I joined, he would have me go run outside of training, outside of class. We'd go run together. And he was obviously much faster than me, so I had a hard time keeping him up. But we did do some training outside. Do you guys ever find yourselves doing any exercises or training outside of actual class?
Can I answer this, Mr. Cano?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Since boxing, I actually decided to invest in a punching bag.
There we go.
And I love that punching bag so much. Anytime I come home full of like any type of anger, or rage or anything, I go to that punching bag, and then I start like letting it all out. I try to practice all the combos. I make sure to keep my my form nice and fine, because I can't let it get bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And
That's right.
just I don't know, I love that punching bag.
That's awesome.
What is it about the punching bag that you enjoy?
I feel like I have something to go to anytime I'm overwhelmed by emotions or anything. I know, like, in the back of my mind that I can always go to that punching bag sitting on our porch and let it all out.
That is awesome. That is really cool. That's actually something, if I could just say something, that's something I used to do. When I was young, I would go to the bag, I'd beat it up, and someone asked me, like, why do you like the punching bag so much? Because the punching bag is never mad at me after. I can always go to that bag, and I can beat it up all day long, and it'll never have a problem with me. It'll be my best friend. It's really good, man. Good stuff, Blake.
Does anybody else have any? Any of you guys hit the punching bag? And what was your experience in hitting the bag?
Well, I already currently have a punching bag, but before, what has happened is, overall, I love the punching bag as well. It's like, don't doubt me. But you got to be smart with the punching bag as well, because something that's happened before was, as much as it may not look like it, the punching bag can hurt you back as well. Because what happened was,
This is true.
I was trying to punch, like, I think it was a straight or a cross in this case. And what happened was my wrist ended up going like this.
Yep, you buckled your wrist.
Yeah, and that thing hurt for like a week. So it ultimately, love the boxing bag, but at the same time, hate it as well.
Yeah, you got to
So-
make sure you're punching with proper technique. That's proper technique right there. And I think that your coach Simon could probably speak on that as well, because we have Coach Simon here. Everybody, Coach Simon, you mind introducing yourself?
How's it going, everybody? This is Coach Simon, the head coach here at Layton High School. Go Mustangs.
Coach Simon, could you tell us a little bit about your experience in joining boxing and why you decided to join boxing?
Yeah, so I grew up, backyard boxing, and it was not regulated or anything like that. And I thought I knew how to use my hands until I actually learned. There was an old trainer named Frank Mosley who it seemed like everyone who came from his little group, they knew exactly what they were doing. So I always wanted to do it. Something always told me to go, but then another piece like, don't go. It's that first day, so I know what you guys are going through. Sometimes when someone, that first step in, that's why I say it takes courage. And I finally said, you know what? I'm going to go in there, learn all that I can, be the best student I can. I used to play baseball, so I knew how to be coached. They always complimented me on that. So I get that a lot here with you guys. You guys are easy to coach because you're receptive to it. Sometimes you might get a little, but you guys always get back on track. So once I started boxing, I used to do like a lot of weightlifting and stuff, but there was no more satisfaction in that. So I knew boxing is the toughest sport on the planet. So I said, you know what? That's the challenge I want. Started boxing, started competing. I started late in age, but I didn't care. I wanted to do it. So I wasn't never forced in it. It's something that I loved, and it became an addiction. So I had to, you guys could attest to that.
Absolutely.
I could get a little better today. And that's why I tell you guys, a little bit a day, as long as it's progress. Before you know it, you're stacking up bricks. And before you know it, you got a wall, you got a house, you got something built. And I ended up turning professional after the amateurs. I ran into some serious competition around here. One of them is sitting here with us today, and it was Michael Cano. I thought I had endurance, till I had to go against someone who had crazy endurance.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And so it was very good experience, because I took that, and I thank him for that, because I took that with me on my journey, And I walked with confidence, like they don't know who I've been in the ring with, but they're about to find out. Ended up turning professional, ended up being in the right place at the right time. I was asked to be a sparring partner for Canelo Alvarez. He treated me well. So I took everything I had learned and was able to help one of the best in the world. And now, and then full circle, I thought I was done with boxing. Reached out to Michael Cano, and I think it was a Facebook post. And I said, "Hey, is this?" And I had always cheered him on from the outs, hey, do your thing. You develop a certain respect for someone you've been in the ring with. And so, long story short, I ended up coming to this company. Love what I do. I came from the prison system for 16 years, and now here I am helping. I feel like I'm making a difference by helping you guys to where you don't ever end up in a place like that. And it means a lot.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's awesome. You said, Coach Simon, that you had you weren't quite sure about joining boxing. You were unsure, and then you did join. Was anybody else unsure about joining when you first seen that boxing was available? And what was that like for you?
Well, I mean, whenever I saw, we're talking from the beginning, right?
Right. Yeah.
So in the beginning, in around 8th grade, I think I was next to like the middle of 8th grade. I was like just walking around from after school. Then I got from the office, like I think her name was Miss Sadie. She handed me out a paper that said boxing, Cano Bros, boxing. I was like, that's interesting. We never had a boxing class before. And especially my brothers either. Because from what they've told me, they had so many classes, so many opportunities, but they really never took them since there wasn't really anything that they were interested in. And like from something that I've seen is stuff like music classes have been going down and lower because like from my eldest brother, he was here and he told me that he had like stuff like guitars, drums, trumpets, everything else. But then it started going down, and then to this point, we don't even have a music class anymore.
Oh, wow.
So through that experience, I was like, should I join boxing or should I not do it? Because like I've already been doing boxing, I already know this and I already know that. But then at the other side, I was like, I can learn more from this. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should give it a shot. So I ended up joining, and I ended up finding that it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So I went more and more, give it my best, and I learned so much more that I could have used before. And it helped me out so much.
That's awesome.
I love
That's
it.
amazing. Yeah.
I love it. Does anybody else feel like, what was your actual start, Destiny, in boxing? What actually was just recent. What was the reason that you joined boxing? What was the reason you gave it a shot?
Because Coach Erica was telling me to.
Okay. So she was telling you to. And what was it about Coach Erica or what she was saying that made you want to join?
She was saying that I should do it because I could get my anger out on the stuff I do.
Okay, so you felt like you had a little bit of anger to let out, and you felt like boxing might be a good way to try it out.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you had one class so far. You let out some steam. Felt good.
Yeah.
You gonna come back?
If he comes back.
There we go. There we go. I love it. And what about yourself here, Blake? Right?
Yes, Blake. I think the reason I was anxious when I first saw that boxing poster, but the reason that I decided to join is because even though I was very nervous, I wanted to become stronger and better as like not just physically but as a person, and I just had a feeling that through boxing I could do that. I could work towards that.
Okay. And how long you been at it so far?
Boxing.
Uh-huh.
I've been at it counting. In middle school, I think they did it for about 2 months, and now it's stacked up to about 4 or 5 months now.
Okay. And have you seen, or what improvements have you seen in yourself? You said you wanted to become a better you. Have you seen any improvements, or what has those been?
I've become more controlled in other activities. I've been more like physically, like endurance. I've had more endurance, and just physically stronger and better.
Physically stronger and better, and you feels good, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I love
Blake,
this.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here real quick. You've been missing a couple practices because you're taking exams. So what has boxing done for your education and your discipline towards that? We want to know what you're doing outside like in school as well, right?
Well, yeah. So it has kind of sucked because I do have other responsibilities other than boxing that happen to happen during boxing. Like today, I just had practice for Best Informed Green Hand for FFA, and we were doing studying in there. I also am a part of the drama club where I do folklorico dancing and acting. So, wait, sorry, what was your overall
Oh
question?
no, I was just asking like how boxing has helped you maintain structure outside as well.
Yes, the discipline that I learn in boxing, like form-wise, it helps towards everything. Like with studying, the discipline that I learn in boxing, it helps me keep myself focused, like what I should be doing and what I should not be doing, stuff like that.
Like prioritizing, and
yeah.
concentrating. Good job. We know why you've been missing. We've been asking for you, but we're proud of you.
I'm very sorry.
No, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Mia, what was your journey in getting started in boxing, and why did you join boxing?
Because I like boxing, actually music, and my favorite is my coach is Eric, because he teaches me my jab, hook, cross, and uppercut, and he usually takes me on trust rope. Make you give my John Rick give me that.
And you like joining it, yeah? And you like learning these things, yes?
Yes, a lot. I testing Atasa dance. My sister her said it's coming out May 18, and I'm gonna go to my house and clean, because I love my sister. I love her. And I miss her and the game. He's gonna give me a football game, and my friends, my family, music, because we watch a movie together, and we eat popcorn, nachos, soda, because we really go Maui Bros, and I love my family and my friends. We really go lunch or breakfast, hang out with them. So it's too much, my friends, so you can hang out with my lunch, so yeah.
That's awesome. That's
And just
awesome.
a quick note about Mia, she always wears her shirt too. So she's very consistent, and she's always wearing her Cano boxing shirt, and we love that. We love
Oh.
your spirit, Mia.
I love it. I love it. Mia, what do you feel you have learned through boxing, other than just the boxing combinations and the punches? Do you feel like it's helped you outside of boxing class at all?
No.
Have your grades gotten better and everything?
Yes, I had A's or C, no B's, no F.
I love it. I love it. So boxing is maybe giving you a little bit of help in your grades, and you've seen some improvements with your grades since you've joined boxing?
Yeah.
Awesome. What about yourself, young man? What improvements have you seen in yourself outside of boxing that you've noticed since you've joined?
Well, I've seen that something that Mr. Torres pointed out to me. But something that he pointed out to me was my patience, I think was it. He pointed out how I mainly put myself out there, but then again, I don't push it. Like, he told me that he's seen other people who try to, like, rush through punches. They don't care about what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They do whatever it is, they ignore other people. But then there's people who are like me, who tend to take things slow, learn step by step, and make sure that they get every single bit correctly. I always take tips. I always try to make sure that I'm the best. Not to say the biggest best, but you get the idea.
Right.
So overall, I feel like the patience that I've had has helped me in multiple things, such as doing my work, or for example, taking my time during tests, or perhaps even talking socially, or even for an example, like in a podcast.
That's right. That's right. And do you feel? It sounds like you do agree, but would you feel that it is helping in those areas, in those other areas?
Oh yeah, definitely. I find boxing to also be an overall. Well, let's just say I think about it a lot. I look forward to it every now and then, so it also gets me through the week faster. Like I'm waiting, like, hey, let's just get this week done, and then we go on to the next Monday.
Right.
Yeah, cause
You ready for the next Monday class? I like it. I like it.
I could add something on there to Brandon. What I told him is his attitude will get him far in life. His attitude to when he started this program with us, he had already been through it in the summer school. I believe it was with Coach Orlando.
yeah,
And he still had the patience, though, to say, you know what, yeah, I do know a lot of this, but I'm going to go ahead and not disrupt class, not just a great attitude, showed up with a smile. Some days he might not want to do it as much, but all it takes is a tiny spark of encouragement. Last week, his legs were hurting because he had ran a lot the night before, I believe, right?
yeah.
And I said, oh, you know what? Well, we got something for you today. We did like a full pro-style stretch because you know, we're improving the body as well. You were with us.
I couldn't do it though.
That's okay. You tried what you could do. Okay, and then so he completed it before he knew it. He forgot his legs were hurting and everything went good, but it's because of his attitude to continue to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. But that attitude will get you very far.
That's awesome. I very much agree. I think what you guys are doing here, you guys are setting a program that is not just for yourselves, but I also think you guys are setting a program for the future generation here in Layton, and for the future students, you know, next year's freshmen that come to Layton High School, and they will have the opportunity to join boxing. What do you guys think that the next generation can benefit from boxing if they actually did give it an opportunity and gave it a shot?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. This is Blake. I think ways that incoming freshmen could benefit would be similar to what we're saying. Boxing is just overall a good stress reliever. It's good for letting out all that like all those inner feelings, helping you concentrate on studies and stuff. And they'll need it. They'll need it coming into high school. They don't know what's coming. So they're gonna need boxing. That's for sure.
Right. And so it just helps them focus, helps them stay stressed. Have you noticed anything about confidence? What would you say about boxing and the word confidence?
I think I have grown more confident as a person since I joined boxing, and even before boxing, I had done drama, which meant performing on stages in front of hundreds of people, which helped me come out of my shell a lot during middle school.
Could imagine.
And yes, and boxing just helped like build on that, and I am very confident in who I am right now.
That's awesome. It feels good.
Yes, it does feel good.
Awesome. What about yourself?
I find that the freshmen will most likely need it because something that I've known about boxing is it makes you build up discipline, a lot of discipline. And what these kids need from the 8th graders, because I take the bus and I always hear them, I'm going to say it, but I always hear them swear. I always hear them say bad things. I always hear them do the rudest things. So if they get put in boxing, they're going to learn.
Real
So,
quick, come.
yeah.
We're working with Coach Simon.
Yes.
He doesn't allow that in class, huh?
No.
Take the frustration out on boxing.
Taking the frustration out on boxing. And you feel that the new generation, they can really benefit from just letting out that frustration on boxing. You guys have hit the bags before, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You think we should keep the bags here to keep the new generation, the new freshmen coming in? They have an opportunity to hit the bag.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys ever find yourself on a hard day or a stressful day, like man, like I know I got boxing class later on, and I don't feel like it because it's I got things going on, I got things in my mind, and you guys actually did boxing because even though you may have felt at the moment that you didn't want to, that you actually just forced yourself to do class. Have you guys ever found that moment?
Yes, and I still enjoyed it.
And you still enjoyed it. And what was your experience like? Why were you not wanting to do class? And yeah, what was holding you back?
Just sometimes I feel like mentally overwhelmed, just like really tired. I have a lot going on and stuff. And I'm like, man, I have boxing, but I don't really know if I want to do it. But then I think to myself, as long as I go to the class, there's gonna be like that spark of like motivation, and then encouragement from the coaches that'll make me power through, and then I'll end up enjoying it and having a good time, and realizing that I feel better after doing it.
Right. It's the after feeling. Yes.
So this is Coach Simon. I have a question for you guys. So boxing is known as it's a pretty aggressive sport. Okay, so it seems like someone who joins something that is borderline violent would make someone more violent, but it actually makes somebody less violent. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
And do you agree it's because the confidence, you know what you're doing, you've already let out that aggression, and now you can relax, right?
I mean, it makes you think, and the more that you think about it, is that like, what will violence exactly solve?
You're right.
Because like, for example, like, there's this bully, right? He's picking on you. The best option wouldn't be to like fight him and show him like who's boss, but instead like, can you kind of like stop and give me some space?
Yeah.
Then maybe you're on, tell the teacher, principal, see if they can solve that problem.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe sometimes, maybe you could even invite them.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Coach Simon could probably help you. Coach Erica could probably help you. Sometimes they need that little outlet too. They need it as well. And we offer that. So you guys always feel free to invite somebody. I want to challenge you guys. If someone's like that, send them our way. We'll get them right.
That's right.
Let's coach.
Right.
Let's coach. All right, so okay, so we're nearing 1 hour right now.
Wow.
Good job, guys. You guys did a really good job starting this conversation. I'd like to just close off with one more question for you guys. If you guys could bring out the best in each other, how would you guys do that? Okay.
Ooh, best each other. I'll answer my version of this question. When I first went into boxing, I was out of shape. I was overweight. I have not exercised previously to that for probably about a year. So I was going into boxing, and I was definitely not the shining star, and I just stayed at it, and I got better and better and better. I noticed myself getting better, and then I seen other people starting after me, and they were having the same struggles that I was having. It's hard. It is challenging, physically, mentally. Keep consistency going when you don't want to go. But then I found myself, you know what? Let me show them and help them by being an example. So when I'm hurting and I'm failing, rather than slowing down because I'm ahead, I just want to keep pushing, and I would lead by example by pretty much showing others like I'm willing to hurt, I'm willing to go through this pain, and you're hurting, I'm hurting, and we're hurting together. And then afterwards, we get a water break together. We get a glove up together. We get hit the bag or hit the mitts, and all of us are at different levels. But it was the effort, and I was actually learning that from my older brother Roman. He was actually one that was there before me, and he was one of the hardest working ones in the gym. And I was inspired by him. As I also want to be I didn't think I could be as hardworking, but I was like, I want to try at least. Let me try because I see him trying. And that was one of the things that was really big on just helping others was I would give them a word, I would give them a little look, and we can do this, and look at me, and we got this. That was for me. Yeah, it was really just leading by example and being trying to be the best that I could be, and then of course whenever they need a hand, can get behind them and say, come on, let's keep it going. Well, what are yourselves? What is it like for yourselves?
I almost have a similar story as yours. Let's say I was back in maybe whenever I was 8 years old.
Mhm.
I guess that's when I started. So I was in like 5th, 7th, 6th grade. Used to be very chubby, but as you can see how I am right now, I've definitely been a lot better. What started it was my brother, my oldest brother. He did boxing before. It wasn't like anything big, but he actually like fought people, boxing, regular stuff.
Awesome.
So he inspired me to start boxing. And from there on out, I was like, hey, maybe this can actually be fun. Why not do it more often, right? So I did it for a while, but then it started kind of going down. So I stopped boxing for maybe like, 4 months, 6 months, probably like half a year. But then like a small spark lit up. And that's whenever I thought, hey, you know what? I did boxing once before. Might as well not just tie up the wraps again and start doing it. So one day, just started again. I took out water bottles. I took out my gums, wrapping, boxing gloves, bag. I did my best. And then I thought, hey, this is more fun than what it used to be. So I started more and more, progressing, and then that's whenever I got to point to 8th grade, whenever I found the Cano Bros boxing.
I love it.
And then from there on out, it continues on my story. And I'm right here right now. So,
And you started, you got better, you enjoyed it the more you did it.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What about yourself?
So when I started boxing, I never had like an older figure to look towards. I never even watched boxing before.
Right.
And I ended up finding that inspiration through my friends. Like I wanted a challenge to be better than them, and then I want to inspire them to be better than me, you know?
Right.
And then we can continue growing together
Right.
as people, as boxers, and just overall citizens.
I love it. And then you found yourself getting better in boxing. Have you seen any of your friends joining boxing, getting better in boxing, or improving themselves at all?
Yes, Hayden, one of my friends, he made a dumb decision. He stopped doing boxing now, but he definitely grew from that. I could see the improvement in his skills in boxing. That he did it in the middle school, but then he decided to stop during the high school. But yes, I saw improvement in him.
Right. And that's the thing about boxing. I'll tell you this, too. I've also taken breaks through boxing. I've done boxing for a while, and I took a break. And then, just, needed some time, and then I got back into it. And I've also found that I love it so much, I never want to be away from boxing. That's also why we're coaching boxing, because boxing, as much as we're able to coach boxing to you guys, we're reliving our own boxing experiences, and so we feel good, if not even better, coaching you guys and watching you guys get better through the sport of boxing. So that's really awesome. You guys have definitely took on the challenge and made the best of it for sure.
Could I add one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Coach Simon again. One thing I could say about this program, but specifically Layton, some of these guys, I see them holding each other accountable. They don't say it like, "Hey, why aren't you going today?" But you could kind of see it like, "Oh, well, if he's staying, then I'm gonna stay." And I believe that's a good. Boxing is very mental, almost spiritual, to where you can read things. You start to read things that aren't spoken, and I could see that with these students in this class.
Of course.
I'm gonna jump in real quick too. So the question was, how can we keep pushing each other moving forward? Okay. So as a coach, especially, and at all the schools I work at, so a little bit of my story, I didn't grow up boxing. I found boxing during one of the hardest times of my life. And I found my love for coaching kids through that, and I needed something positive to put my energy into. And my coaching style is through fitness and boxing. So I heard weight loss journey there, focus, just overall health. So for me, for you guys, I would just say just keep pushing and keep spreading the love for boxing and building the community. Do not be afraid to be different. Stand up for what you believe in and just keep going, because that's what's going to make you different in this world, and that's what's going to make you successful. So that's just me, Coach E.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It sounds like all of us have had our lives pretty well impacted through the sport of boxing in a very positive way. And you guys are starting you guys are the start of Layton High School. And I know we've been here this is our second year, but I know you guys are starting the Layton High School boxing team. And you guys are setting a path for the future generation. And you guys are doing something really amazing here along with Miss Melody, as far as creating something that's really pioneering. We've never seen boxing in Layton community, and especially offered at schools, and it's free of cost to the students, and the students are learning this and they're staying with it. How does it feel, you guys knowing that you guys are starting something very beneficial for the next generation, the next generation, the next generation, and you guys are the start of it? To start that positivity, and they have the opportunity that you guys have, but they wouldn't have had the opportunity if you guys didn't take the risk, if you guys didn't take the chance, and you guys didn't stick it out to join boxing and stick with it. How does that feel to be part of something as big as that?
I mean,
Just go.
it starts. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, just go.
Okay. So I feel like it's like. It hurts me to say it, but it's right now it sounds like it's something small, right? Because right now nobody will really remember us who started the group. Everybody who comes here will probably be like, oh, it's been here for a while, but the feeling of starting it, like me feeling right here, ultimately makes me feel happy that I'm benefiting the rest of the people who are gonna join possibly. So overall, it makes me feel quite happy to be able to experience this and spread it on.
Good. That's awesome. And do you see yourself continuing this throughout your high school journey?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. And the new generation is going to keep coming on and coming on. And then maybe, just maybe, you find yourself coaching other students down the road. Maybe not in the sport of boxing, maybe in the sport of boxing, but also you could see yourself being a leader. And you guys are the start of this here. And if you guys sticking with it and bringing on that next generation, you guys are the leaders not just for this small group of boxing, but for the Layton community. And you guys are doing that. How does that feel?
100%.
That feels good. Like you like what he said. I mean, what you said. Like it feels kind of small, but yeah, it feels small, but at the same time it doesn't, because you need to realize there's people around us. Like, don't try to make other people feel bad, like the teachers, the coaches. Just stick with us. Like, it doesn't matter anything, what you do or how you feel. I get it. It feels small, yeah, because we have a small school here. But yeah, nobody wants to enjoy. Like, nobody wants to enjoy boxing. That's why we have a small school. I've been trying to pull my friends, but they don't want to.
I'm trying to pull him too.
Yeah, and it's too hard,
Yeah, that's okay. That's
Like,
okay. It
other
takes
times.
courage.
But yeah, people had challenges and they have chances, how they said it too. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And then with it being such a small community, really, every day you guys are here, and everybody else that you bring into the program, and even you guys being leaders and being more confident, you guys are also going to be changing others' lives through the, maybe not through the sport of boxing, but just like you said, it gives you confidence outside of the sport of boxing, and it makes you take a little bit of risk outside of the sport of boxing, and then maybe you are just speaking to others and communicating with others that you have not spoken to before, just because you have that confidence and you have that ability. So I see you guys affecting not just what's happening here, but also your siblings, your parents, the people that are watching you that haven't joined yet, that are very, very on the edge. Like, I'm not sure if I even want to try it. Let's see if they keep it going. And you guys keeping it going, that right there is what's changing and benefiting not just you guys but this community.
Right.
And I know if you guys keep it up and you guys stay at it and you guys just stay with the sport, because it all comes with the sport. The confidence comes with the sport. The strength comes with the sport. The humbleness and being down to earth, it comes with the sport. So if you guys stay with the sport and let it benefit you, and we don't never want to be, we're not saying we need professional boxers. We just need strong young men, young ladies that are willing to take that risk and to really improve their lives, and doing it on their terms. Like, you guys are improving your guys' lives every day you go to class, and every day you guys come to box class, and even then you guys are doing training and exercise and other things outside of boxing. It's a beautiful thing. What about yourself, Blake? What about how does it feel making an impact in the Layton community, not just for yourself, but also for the future generation?
So, right now, I guess it doesn't feel too big, but like everything starts small.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that it'll continue to grow in the future, and it does. It makes me feel like kind of proud that I could be that person, or we could be those people that, like, in years and years, they could be like those people are the ones who first took that like leap of faith to join boxing.
Right.
And I know that there's a lot of students right now who just need that little push.
Right.
Like, all it takes is that little push, and they will join. It's just tough to get them to open up.
Yep. But as they see you guys, it makes it so much easier.
It's right what he said. Like, it gives you a lot of effort and a lot of things. So yeah, it's true. Like, I get him. Like, it's hard to push you in. Like me, it was hard for me today to push in, but I try my best to look good, and help out the teacher too.
And that's all that matters. That's as a coach.
You really have
I know,
like 3 girls.
Yeah,
enjoying.
I know. And I know Coach Simon could speak for this as well. Is I always tell our students we need 100% effort and to work at your ability level, because everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and the more you persevere, the better you're gonna get at life and inside the program as well. So we appreciate you guys being courageous and coming out here and putting in the work. You guys are amazing.
And I'll say this: just stay at it, and you'll be surprised. Your what we call our boxing brothers and sisters. Because this is, I met Simon years ago, and we had this amazing relationship because we ran together, we sweated together, we cried together, we did all these things together, and we know we had that in similarity with each other. And so, even though we all grow up and we can go our different lives, we see each other, we support each other, and we know if we ever need a call, somebody to talk to, like, hey, that's my boxing brother, that's my boxing sister, that's my boxing coach.
100%.
I can talk to them. And still to this day, I still talk to my boxing brothers and sisters, and I still get guidance from my boxing coach. And I'm just glad I joined the sport of boxing. I'm glad you guys joined. I'm glad you guys are getting the experience you guys are getting. And I just want to continue to encourage you guys, just don't stop. Keep going. It's okay to take a break if you need a break. It's okay to handle other work and other sports as you need to, but bringing it back into the sport of boxing to continue to strengthen you, humble you, and make you stronger.
Yeah, you're trying to push us in. That's what you're trying
Let's
to do.
go.
Sometimes
Forever.
that's all it takes is that little push. So who told you about boxing the first time? Was it Coach Erica?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of your life, when someone asks you Coach Erica,
Coach
she's that person.
Yeah, because she actually showed me how to box and everything. And you too, like all of you guys, yeah. And then they came, so now I don't know, I felt weird. I felt kind of weird today because they were recording, and I don't really like recording, so yeah.
Do you
But
feel
you
like
got
you've
through it though,
overcome?
right?
Yeah.
You overcome.
Yeah.
And doing a great job. And next time this challenge comes up, I did it already.
I already did it, so next time I gotta focus on it.
Yep.
You conquered that today
Yeah.
without even planning on conquering anything. You
Yeah.
conquered it.
Yeah, I was nervous and everything, but I tried my best.
Yeah.
I'm
That's all we
beyond
ask.
proud of all of you guys out here. We're all proud of you guys. We speak nothing but great things of you guys. Miss Melody is a true pusher for you guys, and make sure you guys have the best opportunities here. So again, I'm beyond proud of you all, and you guys have a boxing family here.
I'm happy to hear everything you guys said.
It's awesome.
Like, yeah, it makes us like, oh, we should still keep on coming to boxing.
We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. We're all doing this together. And the funny thing is we're all boxers. We see each other out and about.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't train together, we say, "Oh, I got respect and love for you because I know what you did, and I know the struggles that we did through and we came through." And so that's something you guys have. You guys, no one can ever take that away from you guys, and you guys earned it. And just keep it going.
Like right now, I have trust and love of my brothers. I used to not, but now I do.
Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time for everything.
And remember too, without you guys, we wouldn't have no one to coach here.
Yeah.
So you guys are playing your part in helping us coach you.
And we thank you for that.
We should start doing this, like doing this with all the
More
kids,
often.
where they could start doing it with us too
I
and
think-
enjoy us.
I think we're gonna tell Miss Melody she's gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
She does make it happen. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Melody.
Miss Melody.
Mr. Cortez here at the principal. He's a
Cortez.
huge supporter of
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys.
He was out there
Um,
boxing with them too. When
Oh,
we were on the
I
quad.
forgot about
principal, that principal was so nice. Like, I actually love him. Like, ooh, like he sees me and everything with some confidence and things. But like, how you doing? I'm like, good. And he'd be like, oh, how your grades are good. I'm like, yeah, you keep on test on me. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys have an amazing school here. You guys have an amazing opportunity here. You guys are changing more than what you guys notice already. Just keep it up. There's more to come. It's awesome.